Yeah, it's your boy Fist, bring another great edition of Call of Duty for me to you. That's what I do. Call of Duty 3. Remember Call of Duty 3? This was the real World at War, World War II game. As you all know, if you don't know, you've been living under a rock. World at War II, not World at War II. Call of Duty World War II from Sledgehammer is supposed to be coming out. And as you can tell in the title, it's a World War II game. So there's a lot of pros and cons to this, and we're yet to see what they really are. Everybody is acting like they're happy that Boots on the Ground is back. But there's a tons of generations of players who've never even played Boots on the Ground. Religiously or, fanatically or all the time. Look at there, revive somebody with a needle. So what I'm saying is that, there's been 3 generations. If you look back at it all the way to Ghost, there were characters who were sliding around, jumping off walls, you name it, ever since Ghost. You look at those games, those are people, that's at least 3 generations of game. That's at least 4 to 5 years of people jumping around. Now, Boots on the Ground are coming back. And the thing is okay, well, what's really the point of Boots on the Ground in World War II game when Modern Warfare Remastered was just that, remastered? So why would we buy a brand new whole game, World at War II, not World at War II, I'm sorry, I keep correcting myself, World War II from Sledgehammer? Why wouldn't we buy a Black Ops 2 remastered World at War or remastered Call of Duty 3? Why wouldn't we just buy a remastered game and just say, look, you already remastered those games. Why not just remaster those games and let's just play them? And so here's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for them to keep some special things in the game. Hence the word specialist. So I'm hoping they keep I hope they keep specialist. And when you see specialist, what I think about is I would like to see a Captain America specialist, Red Skull specialist. I'd like to see something of that effect where I really do like specialists, and just the fact that, I want to see some kind of extra power, because I don't want to be stuck with just playing Boots on the Ground. I don't mind it, but I think it's kind of slow. Unless they have something like brand new graphics or some type of leveling system that's amazing, or something that has to offset the ridiculousness of these iron sights and goofy guns. When we talk about World War II, everybody was trying to develop weapons that gave them an upper hand. It was still the time when gunsmiths were crafting weapons, and it would actually give you a huge upper hand on the battlefield. So I just don't know how they plan on offsetting these old archaic weapons. We're talking console game. This is majority of players that are on here are 9 to 14 years old. I don't think anybody can even relate to a World War II game. So, you have to put something in there that a young crowd can comprehend or wrap their mind around. Because you made the last 3 games jumping and bouncing and sliding and all that stuff, and then you just want to go Boots on the Ground, and you're not even going to remaster World at War or World War II or whatever, and you're just going to come out with a completely new game. It's our take on World at War. It's our take at World War II games. It seems to me that Sledgehammer is like the guinea pig of the developers in the Call of Duty series. you see what happened when they introduced this crazy boosting and jetpacks and futuristic stuff. It was great to the effect of, you're the first one that came out with it and everybody hated it. And then David Vonderhaar with Treyarch came out and said, okay, we're going to tone it down. We're going to make it a little bit, we know you don't know Call of Duty, so we're going to tailor it towards, the Call of Duty fans. Are we going to get that same thing where Sledgehammer just comes off and just goes like crazy and makes this really boots on the ground, realistic World War II game that is so real that you get sneezed on, you get killed by bullets? I mean, I don't know. When we look at Modern Warfare Remastered, the time to kill in that game is so fast that I hope that just because Michael Condrey and Sledgehammer is watching like Nate Shot and all these people talk about they want boots on the ground, that they don't take it in its entirety. And I can't believe that they will, because for the simple fact that they was inserted into the rotation of developing the Call of Duty series in their view or their interpretation. So you're going to get this. This is what I'm really scared of. You're going to get a Call of Duty World War II game that's going to be so realistic, and you're going to get killed so fast. And then Michael Condrey's like, he is so deep into like what esports players say that the game is going to have zero flavor. It's going to be completely vanilla, and skill-based matchmaking is going to be in it. It's probably going to look crazy. The graphics are going to look awesome. But the game's probably going to be like, man, I was barely touched. I got killed. You can play like hardcore mode. And then on top of that, you want to throw in skill-based matchmaking. And on top of that, you don't add anything else onto the game. Like you look at the Call of Duty mantra, how they did games or how they develop games. And their whole thing is this. They take games and they would take what's best from each game and develop their own game. They take the good from each game and then they make their own style. I don't see how you're going to be taking, I don't know, people say, oh, you're copying Battlefield 1. What are you copying? There's nothing you're copying there. The Frostbite engine is ridiculous. I don't see what they would be copying. The only thing that I could say is that they might go crazy and add vehicles in the game. Because what they should do is they should go back to World War II. I mean, me personally, I don't think they should go back to World War II. It should have been something like a Desert Storm or something that's more modern, and put in specialists. I like what David Vonderhaar did with the specialists. It gave you that, unknown awesomeness that you were pleasantly surprised by. For instance, the gravity spikes. I mean, you could sit there and you think about it, the gravity spikes would be something that you never... That gravity spikes that you never had or had a chance to use, or the first time you used it was awesome. And it just add that flavor, like you could run into your room and kill a bunch of dudes, and that was awesome. I hope that I really hope that they add specialists into this awesome idea of going back to boots on the ground. I would like to see like a superhero type character like Captain America. Maybe like something like the storyline, a genetic character that's been altered that has a little bit of superpowers and extra abilities. I mean, look, and the main reason is this. I don't see how you can make a World War II game when Modern Warfare Remastered was remastered. How do you come out with a game and remaster it? I mean, I guess the only thing that people could say, well, Fist, they didn't change Call of Duty 4. Well, they changed it a lot. It's a kind of a catch-22. What do you do? What's the situation? So I think, that I just hope that we don't have to live with it and say, look, the game, here's what I really don't hope. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm even saying. What I'm saying is, I hope that it's not super slow, methodical, choke point, and tiresome. I don't mind games like that, calculated games like Rainbow Six, but you can't make a game that's geared totally towards esports idea because who's going to buy the game? Let's be honest here. I'll even give you the benefit of the doubt. What if there's 1,000 esports teams out there? I mean, 4 times. Do you think that's enough to support that many people playing this game? I don't think so. So I don't want the game to wind up dying, and then there's nobody to play in the search engine. I got a sneaky suspicion that you're gonna have people that are gonna love the game, but most of the people probably are not gonna like the game, and they're gonna like. It's just gonna get to the point right now where we're just hoping Treyarch hurries up with their game. And it was like we go through these 2 nightmarish Call of Duties, and then all of a sudden, we're upset. I mean, at the end of the day, the only games that I really haven't played were World at War and Advanced Warfare. So Sledgehammer, I didn't play none of their games except for maybe Ghost. And to be honest with you, Modern Warfare 3 was pretty terrible. Modern Warfare 3 was a poor excuse of Call of Duty. And it was so... And that's what I don't want. A lame, bland Call of Duty. And I think that them firing Robert Bowling, it was a big mistake. I mean, because he was young and he's connected to the community and he gave me a lot of input. And for some reason, I forgot the other owner, Michael Condrey. Beside that, he hated him. So I don't see, like, they got these ideas, and it seems like to me that, they're the typical boss who doesn't listen to nobody, and it's going to be there in a way, and they don't like it, they get the highway. So I hope that's not the case, because I really do want World War II to be a decent game. I'm not expecting it to be super hype. I mean, I could play Modern Warfare Remastered, and I could see... I mean, I would be happy with a remastered Modern Warfare Remastered if Time to Kill was higher, and there were some other things that were a plus to that game, like explosive damage was decreased and those things. But we're going to see. So I hope you enjoyed this commentary and like this Call of Duty 3, one of my favorite games. This game, I think David Von Hart and those guys did a great job. I mean, this was pretty authentic. It had its own style to it, and I think they should have stayed with this and not try to be Call of Duty 4, or try to copy Call of Duty 4. This was probably Treyarch's most independent game next to Black Ops 3. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them below. I'll hit you up on Twitter. Until next time, Fist. Peace. I'm out.